And we are back for the second game of the night. A big game, Raiders versus the Vikings. On paper, both the teams are very, very strong. Let's see.
So the first ball from Umair Ijaz, and that was played towards the onside. Zuhaib Butt and Shahir Langreal have been sent in. So both dominating players. And what a combo of players to have out there.
Especially Zuhaib Butt. Honestly, one of my favorite batsmen in the circuit.
Well, Shahir Langreal is one of the finest picks, I would say, because he has the experience and he can absorb the pressure. He's got the experience.
So good start for the Invincibles here. They are coming off after a big win against the Hurricanes, who won the previous game. They got the all-important 2 bonus points as well. And to do that against a team of Hurricanes is... And that's a big shot. Right over the fielder's head. Zohaib Butt joining the party early, starting the party. What a shot that was for a big, big 6.
Well, he thumps Umair Ijaz early in the game, over long on, and he has decided to dominate here.
And first of many, I have to say, from Zuhaib Butt. A shorter one this time by Umair Ijaz. Good delivery. Well left by Zuhaib Butt.
So I think these two will complement each other perfectly, because Zuhaib Butt is someone who will go after the bowling, and Shahir is someone who will keep taking those technical boundaries of good deliveries.
Zuhaib Butt goes to the leg side. This could be taken. He couldn't find the distance. Till the fielder as well. So a near escape for Zuhaib Butt early on in the innings.
Well, he just gently chipped it. Lucky he didn't find the middle of the bat there, otherwise would have gone to hand.
A half decent over by Umair Ijaz. He is not happy with his over, giving away 10 in the very first. After that immaculate shot by Zuhaib Butt.
So another capable new ball bowler who will be sharing the ball with Umair Ijaz is Faraz Mirza, the younger brother of Afar Raza, and so far Faraz Mirza is leading the battle as far as Afar versus Faraz is concerned in this tournament. Brilliant first delivery, in swinging Yorker. But could not do anything else other than just give that the full face of the bat.
We're coming off after seeing an Afar masterclass in the previous game, and Faraz is no less. So will we see a Faraz masterclass in this game?
Well, we did see a Faraz masterclass last night, and I'm sure he will carry the form into this game as well.
Oozing with confidence. Faraz started off well, just giving away a single on the first delivery.
So Shahir Langreal will be facing Faraz Mirza, and he's very comfortable against faster men. Probably one of the most comfortable batsmen playing the LMS against express pace.
Another good delivery, but not a bad shot either, although it was just for a single.
There's a good shot. Will he find the gap? And he does that effortlessly. Zohaib Butt is certainly, I think, the players to watch out for once again. I think he's been one of, if not both the previous editions, I think he has been up there when it comes to players of the tournament. He was, I think, one of the tournaments as well.
Yes, last year he was the player of the season, player of the tournament.
And even a year before that, I think he was up there in the top 3.
And what a shot that is yet again. Zohaib Butt playing off his pads with all the class he has. Another 4.
Zohaib Butt is in full flow here, and I think he might just be the difference here tonight between the two sides. Only if Faraz or Umair can turn up once again.
So 10 runs given away so far in the 4 deliveries that Faraz has bowled.
So Fahad Abdullah Sheikh certainly is relieved tonight for getting his first win on the board. That was a much better delivery, but gets an inside edge and another boundary. So 3 of 3, Tamir.
14 off his first over. No one saw that coming, but I think we were a bit speculate about that Zohaib Butt was still batting for the other team. So a good battle there by Faraz and Zohaib. I'm sure we'll see more of it in the near future. One of the best bowlers of the circuit, one of the best batsmen of the circuit. So far Zohaib Butt leading this little battle.
I would say it's an onslaught. It's not a battle at the moment. It's very one-sided. But I think we'll have to see if Umair Ijaz can take a wicket here against the run of play.
To Malik Shahir. Bowls wide this time, very first delivery.
Umair Ijaz running in once again. There was a shorter delivery at Shahir's pads. Has the fielder conceded a boundary there? I think he was reluctant to throw it back.
Not given by the umpire. That is what matters. So just a single. Now Zohaib Butt will be facing Umair Ijaz. Umair Ijaz with a good delivery this time out to Zohaib Butt. Nudge for a single.
That was intelligently played. Obviously, Zohaib Butt can hit those big sixes, but he's very wary of the fact that his wicket plays an important part in all of the matches that he participates in.
Umair Ijaz now running in for his third delivery, this time to Malik Shahir. A bit towards the leg side, a lot towards the leg side actually, given a wide by the umpire.
I think somebody needs to tell him that he is bowling in the strongest area of Shahir Langreal by targeting his leg side. I think he should probably stick to that outside off channel, top of off, and make him reach for the ball, because he's a little bit sluggish when it comes to using his front foot. Once again, he's sticking to that leg side and giving away needless runs.
So third wide of the over by Umair Ijaz. Umair Ijaz runs in for his last delivery of this over. A good one this time.
A much better delivery. Defended away by Shahir. He already knows that he's gotten 9 runs of this over with just the wides.
So Raiders are 34 for 0 after 3 overs. Started off very strong against against a very good Vikings bowling attack, I must say.
So a change in bowling and Sawal Tariq has been brought in. He can certainly take a wicket. He is a partnership breaker. He knows Shahir Langreal well. And he will be bowling around the wicket to Shahir Langreal.
Sawal Tariq now runs in.
Starts off with a wide. So a lot of wides being bowled at Shahir tonight.
Yes,
Damir.
a lot of extras for sure, and these always bite back, that's for sure. Any misfielding, any extras, any no balls, these are the difference maker in this game. So a beautiful shot towards leg side. Couldn't really find the gap of sorts.
I think that is an area of strength for Shahir, but he gets dismissed in that area as well. He just plays that lofted sweep and usually straight into the hands of that deep square leg fielder.
A bit of a flight by Sawal Tariq this time. Another wide bowled by the Vikings.
I think
Tariq's
I
second
personally
wide
feel it is a cardinal sin, bowling a no ball or a wide if you're a spinner.
ball. Another one.
So he's trying to keep it away from that hitting zone of Shahir, but in that process he keeps bowling wides. I think he's not anticipating the turn as much. As a beautiful delivery, and that is what he needs to do more often.
नहीं मैं सारा तो मेरे को खत्म हो जाता है ना प्रेशर कि मैंने तो खेले के लिए जो मर्जी करो करने को करो लेकिन अभी सामने आता है आगे की गेम्स बड़े
So 9 runs given away by Sawal Tariq in that over. The Raiders are 43 for 0 after 4. What a start they had, Hamza.
For sure, and now they're bringing in Raza Hassan. I think he'll have to, bowl in a few decent overs here, because Zohaib Shah will certainly look to go after him.
So that's another wide bowled by the Vikings. I think they have to control this. Too many extras in the first 4 overs. Syed Raza Abbas has to find his line early on. Runs in. Good delivery this time.
So I think this surface will suit Raza Hassan a lot, because it has Raza Abbas, so it has suited the medium pacers to a great deal, that we've seen as well, Damir.
Yes, we've seen Janzeb Gilani bowling sensationally in the previous match. So he is somewhat of that type of bowler as well. So he can get the purchase of the wicket. Runs in again, this time for the second delivery. Another good delivery. They are sticking to that offside channel and are getting some purchase as well.
Yes, Zohaib Butt is not finding the pace there, and I think that will certainly annoy him. I think he'll look to use his pace now, or use his feet rather, against Raza Abbas.
Raza Abbas runs in for his third delivery now. A bit on the pads this time, played towards the leg side by Zohaib Butt, nothing more than a single.
But is certainly not in a hurry because we know that he can go after anyone at any stage.
And they already are playing near about 10 run and over game. So they don't need to haste and play those rash shots that can lose their important wicket. Another good delivery, but Malik Shahir played it to perfection. Beautiful shot, 4 runs.
Malik Shahir using the pace and playing it fine, and what a way to get another boundary for his team. Malik Shahir is certainly one of the most classiest lefties that you would see playing the LMS, and he's a handy leg spinner as well, so he will add a lot to this team.
Towards the leg side this time, he couldn't really find the connection there. A single.
I think that was there to be put away, and Shahir has certainly missed out on that occasion.
A good over comes to an end for Azabaz, giving away 7 runs in that over.
So there will be a change in bowling, and Faraz Mirza has decided to bring on his leg spinner Ali Rahil into the attack.
Ali Rahil, a good, capable bowler. The Raiders are 50 of 5 overs so far. No wickets lost for them.
Ali Rahil is a good student of the game, and he's a good observer of different skill sets of players. He knows the strong areas of most players, and I'm sure he knows a thing or two about Shahir's area of strength as well. So we'll have to see how he goes about with his line and length.
Runs in for the first delivery, a bit of a flight there, good delivery. Denied the single as well by Malik Shahir. Zohaib Butt wanted to take that single. Malik Shahir wasn't interested.
Ali Rahil isn't a big turner of the ball, more of the Kumble school of bowling. Skids the ball through and gets the occasional turn on the googlies that he bowls.
Runs in for the second delivery, again a bit flighted one. This time they will opt for the single.
So Ali Rahil adjusting his field. He will be bowling to Zohaib Butt for the first time tonight. There's a good
Another
ball
good delivery.
first up to Zohaib Butt.
A good over so far by Ali Rahil.
So Dami, do you think they'll be able to restrict them to a gettable total here, the Vikings?
Well, I think the batting lineup that the Raiders have, so if they can restrict them under 170 or 175, I think that will be an immense job. We still have Hassan Khalid to come in. So we'll have to wait and see, but the bowling has been good. Since those first 3 overs, I think they have been bowling well. Another good delivery by Ali Rahil to Zohaib Butt.
That was a beautiful delivery, and it just squares Zohaib Butt up. You don't often see that, but brilliant end
What
to
an
the
over
over.
was that, was just giving away 3 runs. So sensational over, I have to say.
So certainly will take a bit of the pressure off Sawal Tariq, who is another spinner in there, and he needs to show up. He's got the experience. He's played a lot of cricket.
I think he bowled well as well. Just the wides were a big problem for him. Other than that, he was decent.
He's been a regular feature of LGS Alumni.
Another wide, so that is a persistent problem for Samval Tariq.
Well, he's asking Shahir to come down the track consistently. Once
What a
again.
So whenever he is in the lines, he's bowling really well.
He is an experienced campaigner and he's someone who loves bowling on tracks like these.
And what a shot that is from Malik Shahir. This is what they didn't want. Bowling him on the pads, and he just dispatched it with a big six.
Well, all the good work that you put in and then you bowl a delivery like that, and someone like Shahir Langreal will not miss out on that.
Samval Tariq goes in again, and he's got him. He's got his man. After being hit for a six, that's a sensational job.
That was a brilliant delivery, and the umpire thinks it took a faint edge. Shahid does not think so. He's asking the umpire if he can take the review, but that has been given out on field, and we do not have reviews for snicks. So what a comeback. So what a comeback by Sawal Tariq. Shahir is certainly not happy either with the decision or with the shot, but Sawal was desperately trying to make Shahir play that shot, and finally he did.
So good plan at the end. I think the wides have been covered after that big wicket of Malik Shahir.
So the new man in is, well, there's a change in the batting order, and just to keep the left-right batting combination, Azhar has been sent in. Azhar Durrani is someone who's very comfortable against fast bowling, but we'll have to see if he can do well against spinners here. I think if I were there in Azhar's place, job would have been very easy for me. Just take a single and make Zoeb Butt do the hard work.
I think that should be the strategy. It will be smart to get Zoeb Butt back at the dugout after.
Yeah,
scoring
because I
his
think
half
Zoeb
century.
Butt, if he gets more deliveries, he'll quickly get to his half century, and then obviously from there on, Azhar can look to play some shots.
Azhar and with Hassan Khalid to come in as well, and what a delivery that was once again. So the spinners have really turned up for the Vikings here.
Loopy delivery, and Azhar manages to put bat to ball. That is the end of the over.
The Raiders are on 61 for 1 after 7 overs. After a sensational over by Sawal Tariq. Got dispatched for his 6 but came back with a big wicket of Malik Shahir. Whereas on the other hand, we are having Gladiators versus the Knight Riders in Greenacres. The Gladiators are batting really well, scoring 43 of 4 overs. Asad Sharif on 25 of 11 and Amar Shah on 17 of 11. So good start for the Gladiators as well after losing yesterday to the Dynamites. Syed Raza Abbas has been given the ball back again. He has bowled well in his first. And another good delivery. A bit of inside edge. Ball travels towards the fine leg fielder.
कह रहे हैं कि आपका बैट जमीन भी लगा एक बॉल पे देखिए आप देख के हम भी चेहरे करके मैं इसलिए आ गया था
डिफ्लेक्ट हुआ, हल्का सा डिफ्लेक्ट हुआ।
मैं भी बाहर को बोल रहे थे आप पे बैट हो जाता
A hard swing this time. The ball falls into no man's land. Azhar Durrani couldn't really find any sort of connection there. And Syed Raza Abbas bowling really well once again.
So I think Azhar should follow the plan of trying to rotate the strike as much as possible. He is someone who likes to play his shots though.
Zohaib Butt straight down the ground, timed that to perfection, and that was a classy Zohaib Butt stroke. What a shot that was yet again, Hamza.
Well, that is Zohaib Butt for you. And anything in his arc, he will dispatch it away with class, with ease.
With ease. No effort. And Syed Raza Abbas runs in again. Zohaib Butt uses his feet, dispatches it over the mid-on. And that's another beautiful shot.
4
One
runs.
bounce, 4 runs.
So Zohaib Butt is in a hurry to get to that half century of his.
Syed Raza Abbas runs in for his last delivery to Zohaib Butt. Uses his feet again, play towards the offside. Couldn't find the gap this instance and a single. He will retain the strike for the next over as well. The Raiders are on 73 for 1 after 8 overs. So the good start is being continued by Zohaib Butt.
Well, Zohaib Butt certainly realizing that he needs to go after Raza Abbas in that over, and he rightfully did. So he is making sure that they stay around that 10-run mark.
Sawal Tariq is back on, bowling really well so far. Also getting the all-important Malik Shahir wicket. He will bowl to Zohaib Butt. A bit of a flighted delivery this time, played towards the mid-off region. And the fielder is there to cut this one. Nothing more than a single. Now to Azhar Durrani. Again a flighted delivery, played towards the leg side for a single.
So rightfully so, Azhar is doing the right thing by rotating the strike there and letting Zohaib Butt dominate.
This time Sawal Tariq. Zohaib Butt plays it towards the mid-on region. And that's good bowling, I have to say. Tight bowling, good bowling. Around the wicket to the left-hander. Another flighted, play towards the leg side. Fielder cuts this one off. 4 singles so far in this over. Last ball to be bowled. Will Zohaib Butt try and find a boundary? Sawal Tariq runs in again. A faster one this time. Zohaib Butt finds the connection, finds the distance, and that's on the roof.
Well,
What a big 6 that was, Hamza.
Gets his dancing shoes on, like the great Danny Morrison would used to say.
And with that blink of an eye, Zohaib Butt is on 44 of 23 deliveries. The Raiders are 83 for 1 after 9 overs. Mohammad Ahmed Mela has been brought in with the ball, a bowling change. Sixth bowling change for the Vikings.
So Ahmed Mela will be bowling spin as well. So he certainly knows this ground well. He's played a lot of cricket here.
Experienced campaigner as well.
You probably would have seen Mia Manan bowling spin in the previous game as well.
And what a spell he had. Azhar Durrani, they wanted the second, but Zohaib Butt wasn't trusted. He said, let me take him on.
Yes, rightfully so. Zohaib Butt, the senior partner out there, well, senior in terms of the batting order. He's like, let me take care of the things. And Ahmed Mela is actually bowling seam up to Zohaib Butt.
Ahmed Mela for his third delivery, a bit of a flighted delivery this time, played towards the leg side. And this time they are pushing for the second. That's really good running. So good bowling so far by Ahmed Mela. 3 balls bowled, 4 runs given. Goes in for his 4th. On the pads, big appeal.
I think it pitched outside the leg stump. And I do not think that they should go for the review here.
Ahmed Mela, his last delivery to Azhar Durrani. Again a flighted one, played towards the covers. Nothing more than a single. So a good over comes to an end, just 5 runs off it.
So we have a drinks break and we will see you after the drinks break.
So we are back after the strategic timeout. The Raiders are 88 for 1 after 10 overs. Good performance by the batting side and the bowling side. Nothing to take them apart so far. But Zohaib Butt has been sensational yet again, scoring 45 of 24 deliveries. And Sawal Tariq will bowl his last over of the spell to Azhar Durrani this time. A good delivery, but given a wide once again. He has been too good when he's been bowling between the lines, but too many wides for him tonight. Changes his end this time. Coming over the wicket to Azhar Durrani, and that's a beautiful delivery again, sticking to that offside channel.
So Sawal Tariq switching to over the wicket, and a full toss, and Azhar puts that away. So the first boundary for Azhar Durrani. That is ordinary bowling by Sawal Tariq. Well, he needs to come back to his usual self. Usually he's very tight.
Now changes his end again, goes around the wicket this time around. For his third delivery this time, Azhar Durrani picks it up. Will he be taken? A bit of a bounce before it fell to the fielder. So just a single, and Zohaib Butt is back on strike. He's on 45. Can he complete his half century in this over, or will Sawal Tariq strike again like he did with Malik Shaheen? Runs in, a bit of a flighted delivery. Zohaib Butt goes long and hard, and he finds and he has been taken. A big wicket by Sawal Tariq. Two of the biggest wickets, I think, in Malik Shaheen and Zohaib Butt.
So he's removed both the openers here, Sawal Tariq. Certainly turning up for the Vikings tonight.
What a performance so far. Yes, he has been wavered with his line, but as I said, when he bowls in between the lines, he has been sensational. So just to round up, Zohaib Butt was on 45 of just 25 deliveries, and a vital player has been dismissed by the Vikings and Sawal Tariq. Very big wicket for Sawal Tariq there. Hassan Khalid is the new man in. One of the best in the circuit yet again.
So we will have to see how Hassan Khalid plays tonight. He will certainly need to absorb the pressure here and take the ownership.
He is more than capable of playing any type of cricket. A sensational player, a complete batsman, as you say. Sawal Tariq this time to Hassan Khalid. A big appeal on the very first delivery. They thought there was an edge, but what an over that was from Sawal Tariq. Took Zohaib Butt, almost got rid of Hassan Khalid, and a sensational spell for Sawal Tariq comes to an end, giving away 33 runs, taking 2 wickets as well, and those two of Zohaib Butt and Malik Shaheen.
So 2 big wickets by Sawal Tariq, and we have Hassan Khalid and Azhar Durrani out there. So both of these players will need to navigate the innings from here onwards, because it's Faraz Mirza who's decided to bring himself back on to bowl. That is a good start by Faraz Mirza, and Azhar was nowhere near that. So Hassan Khalid will certainly ask him to keep rotating the strike. Good shot this time. And he will get 4 runs there. So Azhar Durrani is finding the odd boundary here and there. So he hits the boundary and he takes the single there. And he will be giving Hassan Khalid a good part of this over to face. We are in the power surge over here, so Hassan Khalid will certainly look to go after Faraz Mirza. There's a brilliant delivery by Faraz Mirza. Defensively played by Hassan Khalid. So Hassan Khalid certainly realizes the fact that he needs to be out there more than anything else. In the meanwhile, Ahmed Mela will continue to bowl, and he will be bowling to Azhar Durrani here.
So Hassan Khalid still not off the mark. 3 deliveries that he's faced. A bit of a flighted delivery. Azhar Durrani connects with it well, but will he find the distance? 1 bounce, 4 runs. Good shot.
So a brilliant start to the over for Azhar Durrani. Gets the boundary early in the over. So obviously he's got Ahmed Mela under some sort of pressure now. Let's see what Ahmed Mela does from here.
Bit of a shuffle by Azhar Durrani there, but Ahmed Mela is just too smart.
Yeah, it was there to be hit. It was a quicker delivery, fired in towards his pads. He could have just used the pace, but wanted to hit that hard.
And another good delivery by Ahmed Mela. So 2 dots followed by a good boundary. I think he's just overhitting.
I think he's trying to hit everything there. I think he needs to rotate the strike as well. You know, you can't just hit everything out of the park.
Absolutely. So he goes in again, this time again, straight down the ground. Found the gap, no fielder there. Beautiful shot for another boundary for Azhar Durrani. So the over comes to an end. Ahmed Mela gives away 8 runs in that one. The Raiders are 107 for 2 after 13. So I think once again we are seeing somewhat around 170, 175.
Yeah, I think for that to happen, they will have to realize the fact that Hassan Khalid will come to his groove very quickly.
And I think Faraz Mirza should bring himself on before that to get Hassan Khalid's wicket here.
Yeah, he still has 1 more over to bowl. Let's see when he decides to use that option.
He has 2 more overs to bowl.
So he still has 2 more overs. So he's keeping himself for the death. And I think these 2 will have to go after Ali Raheel here.
Ali Raheel, who gave away just 3 runs in his first over, is now after Hassan Khalid. A beautiful delivery there, almost dismissing Hassan Khalid. So a good start to his second over as well. Ali Raheel now with his second delivery of this over. And Hassan Khalid gone on top of that. Will it be taken? Will he find the distance? I think that has been dropped.
I think that fell in no man's land, and Hassan Khalid wasn't able to get the connection there.
So with that, Hassan Khalid also gets off the mark after facing 5 deliveries. Not the usual Hassan Khalid, I must say, until now. Ali Rahil for his third delivery to Azhar Durrani this time. Azhar Durrani slashes it hard towards leg side, finds the gap, finds the distance. That's another 4 to his name.
So Azhar Durrani keeps finding that odd boundary here and there and towards that leg side. It's a long boundary towards his leg side, so he will have to keep finding the gap, otherwise he can just play it into the fielder's hands as well. And this time a Yorker by Ali Rahil, and Azhar Durrani was nowhere near it.
So another good delivery by Ali Rahil. He has been bowling really well so far. Honestly, the pick of the bowlers so far for the Vikings.
Yes, I think the wicket is getting tougher and tougher to bat on as we proceed further. And having said that, the Raiders themselves have got some capable spinners in Fahim Afridi and Fawad Ramzan, so they've got a very potent bowling lineup, the Raiders. Some good fast bowlers. Zohaib Butt as well, who can bowl. So I think they will certainly look to put that 170, 180 on the board in order to defend in the best way possible.
But the firepower that the Vikings possess, I think we're in for a good matchup against all the bowlers that Hamza Bela just named.
Yes, for sure. And Fahim Afridi playing the first one maturely towards the covers, not going after it from ball one. I think he'll certainly give himself an over or two before he starts to unleash. I think he's certainly one of the players who can hit the farthest in terms of distances with their 6 hitting.
Mohammad Ahmed Mela will bowl to Fahim Afridi this time around. And what a shot that is from Fahim Afridi. As Hamza Bela just mentioned, he can hit it far, he can hit it big, and that was the proof of it.
So I think he smashed it towards that wall, what do you call it?
The rock climbing wall.
The rock climbing wall, and I think probably would have bounced off it.
Goes again, this time towards the covers. And they are pushing for the second. That's good running.
So Ahmed Mela adjusting his line straight away after being put. I don't know how to explain it, that hit Namir.
And he goes again, this time straight down the ground. And that's over the roof. What a shot that was from Fahim Afridi.
So he's already smashed 2 out of the park as if there are no demons with this wicket. I think he's playing on a different wicket here, Namir.
It looks like it, because the ball is doing nothing for him. He is just going after it and he is getting the perches. So Ahmed Mela is, I think, coming from a longer run up this time around, maybe switching it off.
Well, he started off with bowling very slow spin, then it was spin with flight, then it was medium pace, gentle medium pace, and I think he's gone back to his usual medium fast.
And he's got him! He's got his man! Fahim Afridi, after dispatching 2 sixes to Ahmed Mela gets the last laugh and gets rid of Fahim Afridi.
So personally, I think medium fast is the way to go for Ahmed Mela, because he's gotten rid of Fahim Afridi there. Beautiful delivery.
Yes, I think that was an interesting decision to change his bowling.
3 times in an over.
Yeah, but
Nevertheless,
for him, maybe gave Fahim Afridi the false confidence with those 2 sixes and turning out
Well, he is the platinum pick, so he will have to turn up for the Vikings here. And he's certainly doing that by taking the big wicket of Fahim Afridi. So Meher Ali is walking in, and he's another one who can smash the ball to all parts.
A really deep batting lineup for the Raiders, I must say. I mean, every single one of the players who is walking out is like sensational, or a lot of firepower in them, or explosive. So good auction by Shoaib Yasin once again. He
Yes.
always has this big team, always has this big batting lineup.
Yes, for sure. Meher is the brother of the famous Yilmaz Bukhari, who's been a star of the Premier League for so many years in the past. He played for the Knight Riders, and then he played for a few other teams as well. So Meher Ali is the older brother of Yilmaz. He hasn't been playing the LMS that much, but he's only started a year or so ago.
So Ahmed Mela to Meher Ali. His last delivery of this over, good one. So yeah, we have decided that Ahmed Mela should be bowling his medium fast bowling.
Yeah, I think he is the most effective, in my opinion, when he bowls medium fast. I don't know why he tried to bowl spin here.
I think we'll have to ask him, and only he can answer this question.
I think it is understandable if you're bowling off spin to left-handers here, because you're spinning it away from them. But to right-handers, I don't think that's the best ploy. Especially to the batsman who can play spin well.
Ali Raheel is back in, just giving away 9 runs, taking a wicket as well in his 2 overs. Certainly one of the best bowlers so far in the Vikings dugout. And whereas Hassan Khalid is still struggling, still 1 run of 5 deliveries. As I mentioned before, not the usual Hassan Khalid so far. Ali Raheel to Meher Ali. And a beautiful delivery yet again by Ali Raheel. He has been on point with his deliveries, with his line and length.
Yes, Meher was just trying to make sure how much that turns. I was pretty close to that guideline, but that's a big shot, but he hasn't found the middle of the bat. And falls in no man's land, so lucky for Meher Ali there.
A valiant diving effort as well, I have to say.
So I think Hassan Khalid will need to come back to his normal self.
Yes, they need him. The Raiders need Hassan Khalid at this point. The run rate is falling. The Vikings are getting some wickets, and Ali Raheel this time to Hassan Khalid. Hassan Khalid nudges it towards the offside, and another single for him.
So Ali Raheel will be bowling to Meher Ali. Meher certainly isn't trying anything adventurous as yet, apart from that dance down and that effort to smash the ball, but couldn't find the connection. Lucky to be still out there. And once again he tries to smash the full toss, but does not find the connection once again. So he's struggling with his timing out there. I don't think you should be missing out on full tosses like that, but I just think he's trying to hit the ball a bit too hard. Not
Overhitting, yes, absolutely. Not playing on the merit, and I think that is the how you have to tackle these kind of situations. Just playing on merit, like we saw with Mia Manan in the previous game.
So Ahmed Mela will be continuing with his medium fast. He will be bowling to Meher Ali. And he's been bowling well since those two big hits.
Absolutely, I think something switched in him. He has that experience, he has that skill.
I think
And-
put him back to his senses probably.
Yes, probably those two big sixes from Fahim Afridi. So he runs in again, this time towards the leg side, a bit too much to the leg side, given a wide by the umpire. Regardless of how the Vikings are bowling, I have to say too many extras.
Yeah, we saw a lot of extras in the previous game as well, and I think that eventually, affected the result of the game as well. So tucked off his toes, and he will come back for the second here. That was a wild return from the fielder, and Ahmed Mela was nicely behind that.
A bullet arm, we have to say. So he runs in for his third delivery now. Meher Ali on the strike, played towards the leg side.
Well, Meher certainly struggling to find a connection there. Let's see if Hassan Khalid can free his arms finally.
They need him for sure.
So Ahmed Mela running in to Hassan Khalid. Hassan Khalid wanted to go for that expensive drive through the offside, but
A wild shot by Hassan Khalid, we have to say. A wild swing, if you must. So the very last delivery of Ahmed Mela's spell. A decent spell, I have to say. He wasn't too expensive. He wasn't too good. And this time Hassan Khalid goes big towards the leg side. And he finally turns up with a big six towards the mid-on.
well, the boundaries had dried up a little bit, so a much needed boundary.
Ahmed Mela ending his 4-over spell after giving away 37 runs and taking a big wicket, a very big wicket indeed of Fahim Afridi. The Raiders are 141 for 4 after 17. 3 overs still to go. Can they get those vital 30 runs and cross the 170 mark?
Well, it will be Faraz Mirza, so Meher will need to find some boundaries here. He is certainly more than capable of doing that.
Faraz Mirza with a lot of pace. One of the quickest bowlers in the circuit, I have to say.
Yes, obviously very close to his brother in terms of pace.
Faraz runs in. Good delivery to start off his 3rd over. The batsmen are pushing for the second, and that's really good running by Hassan Khalid and Meher Ali.
But that was a good first delivery, targeting the stumps, not giving anything away.
This has to be a strategy, just wicket to wicket, quick bowling. Runs in again for the second delivery. This time Meher Ali couldn't really do much.
Well, it was a perfect Yorker this time, and well dug out by Meher Ali.
Runs in again for Faraz Mirza for his 3rd delivery. Meher Ali shuffles a bit, plays it towards the leg side and gives a strike to Hassan Khalid. Hassan Khalid has these last 3 overs to start going and just
Cause
putting
some
his
damage.
team over the par score of 170. A bit of a laces break for Hassan Khalid. I think his laces were untied. So So Faraz Mirza now running in for his fourth delivery to Hassan Khalid. What a ball that was! That was quick and fast. Hassan Khalid coming late onto it. A dot ball, and that's a sensational over so far by Faraz Mirza. Last ball of his third over. Runs in to Hassan Khalid. A shuffle for Hassan Khalid. Picks it up, and what a big six that is.
Well, Hassan Khalid is getting that boundary at crucial stages, just steps down the wicket and smashes it over deep square leg. And the fielder can only watch that sail over his head.
The Raiders are 150 for 4 after 18. So these last two overs are very vital for either team.
It will be Ali Rahil, so we will have to wait and see if any of these two can go after Ali Rahil here.
Ali Rahil has been sensational so far. Just 12 runs given away and taking a wicket as well. That too of Azhar Durrani.
Ali Rahil, another of the talented cricket graduates, I would call them, from HSN College. We've seen some in the LMS, Damir.
Ali Rahil runs in for his first delivery. This time Hassan Khalid gets off his line and he has been dropped.
I think Ali Rahil should have taken that, and strangely, Meher Ali hasn't been able to find the boundary.
Meher Ali is struggling out there, facing 13 deliveries, just scoring 9 off it. And with the way the game is playing out, I think this is criminal for the Vikings. For the Raiders. Apologies.
Yeah, and the drop for the Vikings in that context.
And this time Hassan Khalid goes again straight down the ground, finds the distance. And this is the Hassan Khalid we all were talking about. He has turned up, and he has turned up in a crucial time.
For sure, I think that is what Hassan Khalid brings to the table. He can just turn up at any stage and start smashing the bowlers to all parts.
Ali Rahil now for his third delivery to Hassan Khalid. A bit of a shuffle, and he goes again. This is even bigger than the previous one. Straight over the roof, and that was sensational.
I think Ali Rahil is bowling too full on this surface. He needs to pull the length back, let Hassan Khalid do the work, make him step outside, or make him do something different. But this is too predictable.
Ali Rahil runs in again for Hassan Khalid. This time towards the offside. A hard slash finds the edge.
Yeah, it was much better. It was much better line this time round. I think Meher is asking for a wide, probably, if I'm not mistaken.
So until we're waiting for the confirmation, let's put some light on the other game. The Gladiators versus the Knight Riders. The Gladiators are 133 for 4 after 14. So they have turned up well. Ali Rahil goes in. This time played towards the leg side and nothing more than a single.
A much better delivery from Ali Rahil, asking Hassan Khalid to go through the onside. And the last over will be bowled by Faraz Mirza, and Hassan Khalid will be facing.
I think the smart thing to do is that Hassan Khalid plays all of these 5 deliveries, because even though Meher Ali is a very good player, but he is struggling out there. So Faraz Mirza, with the last over, he has given away 28 so far in his 3. Hassan Khalid goes for a ramp and he connects with it well. A beautiful shot this time around. Finds the distance, finds the gap, and that's a 4. What a shot that was, Hamza.
Well, he's bringing in the innovation into the game as well, and those ramp shots and that you usually don't associate with someone like Hassan Khalid. You know, he's a more conventional batsman, but I think he's added that to his game.
Just imagine he gets usual with it. How much of a lethal batsman he'll become. So Faraz runs in again. Hassan Khalid goes big again. Will he find the distance this time? He does, and that's a big, big six yet again.
So Hassan Khalid is he turning the game on its head? I think we'll have to consult with Damir regarding that.
Well, the Raiders are on 178 after 19.2, so they have crossed the par score of 170 to 175. A bit of a shuffle by Hassan Khalid this time around, and that worked for him as Faraz bowled a wide one.
Faraz wanted to bowl a slow delivery into the wicket.
So I think Faraz is also catching a bit of pressure from the way Hassan Khalid is treating him at this point. Hassan Khalid, who was on 38 of 17 deliveries, started off really slow. A bit of a shuffle again, played towards the offside, denied the single, and rightly so, I think, at this stage of the game.
I think he should face the last two balls by himself, or is it the last ball?
The last two balls.
Faraz Mirza runs in. And once again, he gets a connection, but that has been given out.
Struck on the pads.
And he is going to review it.
We'll have to wait for the confirmation. Until then, let's put some light on the game that is happening in Greenacres once again. So the Gladiators are 137 for 5. Awais Khan has been run out. Amar Shah played a blinder there, scoring 50 of 21 deliveries. And they are well into the game, I think. They are playing well. We might see Gladiators get their first win, but we all know the batting lineup that the KR possess. उसी ने मारा ख्याल वही है जिसको कल कह रहे थे वही है जिसको कल कह रहे थे So the decision is in. Hassan Khalid will have to go back into his dugout after a beautiful cameo by him, scoring 38 of 19. Taking Raiders over the par score. Fawad Ramzan will be facing the last delivery of the innings.
I think it was a pretty straightforward decision, and Hassan Khalid took a review for the sake of it, but it was pretty obvious because he had shuffled a long way and got struck almost in front of off and middle stump.
I think Hassan Khalid thought के है तो इस्तेमाल करते हैं.
Well, not a bad ploy, obviously. Any connection there would have gotten him a boundary. But I think we'll have to see if Fawad Ramzan can swing his bat hard on this one and get a few runs for his team.
Get a home run.
Let alone a home run. But I think Faraz Mirza is smart enough. He runs in, good delivery, gets back to bowl.
They are running for the
coming
second.
back for the second, and he goes to the wrong end, Umair Ijaz. So they reach the 180 mark with that, and we will have to see how the Vikings go about in their response to chasing 182, and we will catch you on the other side of the innings break.
मेरे अली शाह शेख फाद को नहीं यार जरा नहीं आप आएंगे आप इसको ऑफ करेंगे आप जब तक एक सेकंड का ज़्यादा है आता इसको फ्रेश करें
Mic hold here. So we are back with the second innings. The Vikings require 182 runs. Umair Ijaz and Ali Rahil are the openers for the Vikings. Fahim Afridi starting the first over for the Raiders. Started off well with a single here. Fahim Afridi to Ali Rahil this time around. Coming over the wicket. Ali Rahil plays it straight down the ground and nothing more than a single. Another good delivery by Fahim Afridi in this instance. Couldn't really perform with the bat. He will have to turn up with the ball. Started off well, just giving away 3 so far in his over. Goes in for the 4th delivery. Played towards the leg side and just a single. Now Fahim Afridi for his last delivery of the first over. So far so good for him. And he gets him. Umair Ijaz dismissed in the very first over by Fahim Afridi. What a beautiful ball that was. He didn't really perform with the bat, but he did turn up with the ball. So the Vikings are 4 for 1 after the first over.
That is a huge wicket in the context of the game, Damir. Sorry to be away for a little bit, but Umair Ijaz has been dismissed And how will that affect the game? I think we will find out.
A big wicket for sure. Umair Ijaz is one of the biggest wicket in the Premier League. He always turns up. He always performs. Not this time around though.
I think he should have negotiated 1 or 2 overs from Fahim Afridi for sure.
Absolutely, I think someone like Fahim Afridi will always be looking for wickets, and you just gave him the one of the easiest way out. So Umair Ijaz walking back to the dugout.
So that brings in Ali Rahil. Well, Abdullah Hashmi onto the wicket early into this game.
Abdullah Hashmi, I was told yesterday that he has been performing sensationally. Scored about 550 runs without being out.
He hasn't been dismissed in the past 10 games. So
that's something
that's
to
the
feature.
best way of putting it.
Fawad Ramzan has been given the second over, so the Raiders are sticking with their spinners early on. Can Fawad Ramzan find a way to dismiss Abdullah Hashmi or Ali Rahil in this over?
Well, Fawad Ramzan is very experienced and probably one of the hardest spinners with the new ball to put away. He can vary his length, he can bowl those quicker outswingers as well to righties.
Honestly, one of the most improved players as well.
I call him the Talha Bila of spinners, and he likes it. And he was the second highest wicket taker in the previous season, so certainly has the numbers.
Fawad Ramzan now to Abdullah Hashmi. Abdullah Hashmi is the demon that the Vikings have. Good delivery to start off. Abdullah Hashmi plays it well and gets off the mark.
I think Abdullah Hashmi is one of those players who's most definitely one of the most confident through the offside. He has that fine, edge towards the third man. He can smash it through the point area. He can gracefully play it through the covers. He can play the lofted drive as well. So I think he's probably the strongest player through the offside.
Also a defending champion for the folks. He was with the Avengers last season and he was captaining the team of Rao Haris. So he is defending his title here. Fawad Ramzan, so far so good. Just 3 singles of his first 3 deliveries.
Yes, that's what he does. He's very tight, keeps the scoring low, and uses the false strokes. And one bounce to the fielder there.
The sound of the bat was sweet.
Yeah, I mean, Abdullah Hashmi would be happy that he didn't get the elevation on that one, otherwise that would have gone straight to hand.
Last delivery of his over now for Fawad Ramzan. Off the pads. Will it be given? The umpire isn't bothered though. And that's leg by.
Fawad Ramzan wants to go for the review and he has gone for the review.
So we'll have to wait for the confirmation. This was Ali Rahil's wicket. Until then, let's put some light on the other game. The Gladiators have posed a big total of 192. Noor Dastagir once again proving himself on the big stage, scoring 52 of 29 deliveries, and Amar Shah turned up as well, scoring 54 of 23. So the Knight Riders are in for a big chase. They have the lineup, they have the capability. Can they do it? That's the big question here. Knight Riders are going off after a big win previously. They are a good team. They have gelled in quickly. And they have someone with the likes of Faiz Qamar who is a match winner and who can easily lead this type of chases. We are still waiting for the early review taken by the Raiders on the wicket of Ali Rahil. Fawad Ramzan's ball, last ball of the over. So the decision is in. Our umpire once again was absolutely right. It is given not out by the third umpire as well. Ali Rahil survives to see the day of the light. Fawad Ramzan with a sensational over, just giving away 4 runs in his very first over. The Vikings are 9 for 1 after 2 overs.
Yeah, I think it was a 50-50 chance, but I think it seemed more missing leg from the naked eye, and obviously upon close review I'm sure they would have made it out, but still a good review, I would say. So Raiders going in with an all spin new ball attack.
And it is working for them as well.
They've
So
gotten
far,
rid of Umair Ijaz already, and I think Abdullah Hashmi is the next target.
Fahim Afridi is back after a beautiful over, giving away just 4 runs and taking a wicket as well. This time Ali Rahil slashes it towards the leg side, couldn't find the gap, and that will be a single.
Well, Ali Rahil is more than capable as a player, you know, he's got a LMS century as well.
Now to Abdullah Hashmi. Abdullah Hashmi is as smart as they get. Cuts that one out. Will the third man carry it? No, he cannot, and that is just perfection from Abdullah Hashmi.
Yes, like we mentioned earlier, I think he's probably one of the most comfortable players playing it through the offside, and rightfully so. He shows it there, you know, using the pace. Fahim Afridi, certainly someone who fires them in.
Fahim Afridi now preparing for his third delivery to Abdullah Hashmi. A little bit shorter this time, played towards the offside by Abdullah Hashmi. They are pushing for the second. Will he get home safe? He does, and that's really good running.
So Fahim Afridi had pulled the length back on that occasion, and Abdullah Hashmi was quick to jump onto his back foot and work it through the offside.
Played straight down the ground to the bowler. Fahim Afridi intercepts that one, a dot ball. One thing I've noticed, the running between the wickets for every team has been really nice. They are committing for the seconds and switching the singles into seconds. That is a very good strategy, obviously, to keep the scoreboard running. This time played towards the offside.
Yeah, and I think on scruffy surfaces like this, you certainly need that, you know, you convert the ones into twos and the twos into threes, because every bit of run out there will help you out towards the end. I think moving forward we will see closer games in the Premier League.
I'm sure this one will be a close game as well. So far it is playing out like that. So we'll have to wait till the latter part of the innings.
They have a good total on hand considering the surface, and 160 to 170 has been the par score here.
Highest total so far, I think, in EME is 181 by the Raiders. So Fawad Ramzan is back on after giving away 4. Yes, they are sticking with their spinner attack with the new ball. A different strategy from the other teams, which is faring well for them so far.
Yeah, they have the depth in bowling. They've got good death bowlers in Meher Ali and Azhar Durrani as well, who's been added to the team tonight. And on this surface, like we mentioned earlier, bowlers who have those slower ones and change of pace, they will certainly trouble the batsman a lot more. And both Azhar and Meher can do that.
Another good delivery by Fawad Ramzan. Abdullah Hashmi goes down the ground. Couldn't find the connection for the boundary, so he settled for a single.
They've got another capable spinner in Shahir Langrial as well in their ranks, who is experienced, and he is a partnership breaker, so a lot of depth.
Someone who can
depth, rather.
play out in the middle overs, I think.
So a lot of depth to this Raiders lineup.
Fawad Ramzan running in for his third delivery now, this time Ali Raheel.
That was smashed in the gap through the covers. You cannot place fielders there. And the fielder was merely a spectator.
So a much needed boundary, I must say, by Ali Raheel here. They are struggling a bit at the moment.
Yes, I think that was too full by Fawad Ramzan, and he'll need to switch it back to that short of a good length.
Fawad Ramzan runs in for his fourth delivery now to Ali Raheel. A good delivery this time, but even better shot by Ali Raheel. Managed it beautifully there and will find another boundary.
Yeah, I think that was a half chance, and you cannot blame the keeper for chances like those. It was a tough one.
Yes, these are never easy. Obviously, with the spinner, keeper is so far up with the wickets. A good ball regardless by Fawad Ramzan.
That was a tough chance, nevertheless. I think Zohaib Butt is the keeper, who is very tight behind the stumps.
Fawad Ramzan now to bowl his last delivery of this over. A bit of a flighted delivery, played over the cover fielder. Big six by Ali Raheel. And this has been expensive for the Raiders, giving away 11 runs.
Yeah, he keeps bowling in that area of strength for Ali Raheel. Ali Raheel is expensive through the covers.
So a good start for the Vikings as well. 32 for 1 after 4 overs. They are right where they need to be at this stage after losing Umair Ijaz early on. I think they are managing it very well so far.
Yes, the Raiders will certainly need wickets. And they are switching to their faster men now in Meher Ali.
Meher Ali is the new bowler in. So finally a bowling change by the Raiders. Abdullah Hashmi will be facing the very first delivery of Meher Ali.
Yeah, Meher Ali has got some pace.
He couldn't really turn up with the bat. He will have to prove himself with the ball. So he runs in to Abdullah Hashmi. Abdullah Hashmi. That's really good delivery to start off. Another dot ball for Meher Ali here. Bowling really well, started off really well so far.
Yes, Meher Ali is very technical. He's played a lot of club cricket, and obviously he understands the requirements or the situation of the game to the best of his ability.
Runs in, a hard swing by Abdullah Hashmi yet again. Couldn't find the connection, and that's another dot ball. This will be piling the pressure on Abdullah Hashmi, I'm for sure, and we might see Abdullah Hashmi get out today after so long.
Well, he will need to give value to the good deliveries, and Meher Ali is certainly capable of bowling some good deliveries.
So I think just negotiate and take a single and keep the scoreboard moving than the slashing hard towards the ball. This time a slower delivery, goes straight down the ground, and the pressure is released by Abdullah Hashmi.
There was no need for a delivery like that on that occasion. Should have stuck to that top of off, fourth stump channel. And I think that's probably what Hachan Khalid is mentioning to Meher Ali as well. There was no need of the slow delivery on that occasion.
I think he wanted to go for the wicket there and tried the slower ball. But Abdullah Hashmi will not spare deliveries like that. runs in for his last delivery. Abdullah Hashmi yet again, hard swing towards the ball and a beautiful delivery by Meher Ali to see the over out, just giving away 4 runs in this one. The run rate is climbing for the Vikings. They will be worried a bit.
That was a beautiful away swinger. Swung just a little bit, and that's all you need in order to trouble the batsman. So Malik Shahir has been asked to come in and use his experience and get his team a wicket here.
So they are sticking with a spinner from the other end. And I think the Raiders are reliant on their spinners so far, and it is, excuse me, it is working for them.
So being a Chinaman, I think the Amir would certainly have a thing or two to learn here from Shahi Langrial.
Well, yeah, obviously been there, done that. Now I'm just retired and commentating these games.
Yes, he is certainly the Pomi Mbagwa of LMS.
Good delivery to start off by Malik Shahir. Ali Rahil wanted to play that over the covers, but he couldn't really connect. So the good bowling still continues for the Raiders.
So the Amir, did I pronounce it correctly?
I have no idea.
Pomi Mbangwa.
So a wide ball this time by Malik Shahir.
So I think Shahir will certainly look to keep it away from the hitting arc of Ali Rahil. He hasn't done that so far. He's sticking to that.
Played off his pads for a single. Abdullah Hashmi will be facing the next delivery of Malik Shahir.
So the Amir, just an update on the other game as well.
Yes, just to update, the Gladiators versus the Knight Riders. The Knight Riders have started their innings. They require 193 to win, and they are on 9 for 0 after 1 over. Murad Shahid and Usman Masood are the openers for the Knight Riders.
So Malik Shahir with a loopy delivery.
So a very good over, I have to say, by Malik Shahir, just giving away 4 runs. First Meher Ali gave away 4 runs, now Malik Shahir, and the run rate is piling on for the Vikings. They are required to bat at 10.14, whereas they are playing at 6.6.
Huh? So prediction time, the Amir. In this game, I would like to take your prediction.
I think there's something to happen. I think Vikings will take the game away from the Raiders, even though it looks a bit tricky at this moment.
And what about the other game?
I don't know why, but I'm just feeling like Gladiators have a win in their charts today. They played well, scoring 193.
Yeah, I mean, with the addition of Amar Shah and I think that did a world of good to their combination today. 50 and 23 balls.
Absolutely, I think that was a sensational innings by Amar Shah. He just proved that he is someone you shouldn't bench.
And they made 192, so Knight Riders will have to be chasing
Even
193
Noor Dastagir
tonight.
played a blinder there. 50 की है 22 पे शायद.
So 2 very exciting games tonight for us. Beautiful shot by Ali Rahil, but good fielding. There was Fahim Afridi nicely behind that one.
Abdullah Hashmi, who is struggling a bit, we have to say 15 of 15. That's not the usual Abdullah Hashmi we know, but as Hassan Khalid turned up, he can as well. This
A
time played
good
it
shot
toward.
by Abdullah Hashmi, and he finds the gap there. One bounce, 4 runs.
That's what I was saying. He can turn up at any moment, and what a shot that was. Timed
Well-
it to perfection. The sound of the bat was perfect. A beautiful shot by Abdullah Hashmi.
Talking about the Raiders, they've had to make some big calls today. They opted to sit Imran Habib out, who's been such a regular feature in their team, and they had to go with Zohaib Butt and Shahir Langreal as openers. So obviously the lefty coming in the form of Shahir. Another good shot by Abdullah Hashmi, and he finds the gap once again. So he is getting the better of Meher Ali here.
I think he was waiting for me to say that he's not playing well. He suddenly turns up two successive boundaries on 2 deliveries. Meher Ali now for his 4th delivery, giving away 9 runs so far in this over. Runs in for his 4th one. Abdullah Hashmi goes again straight down the ground. Good fielding there by Malik Shahir, stopping vital 3 runs. Ali Rahil will be facing the very last delivery of Meher Ali's 2nd over, giving away 10 so far. Last ball to be bowled. Runs in. And a good delivery this time. Leading edge for Ali Rahil. Lucky for the batsman. Unlucky for the bowler. He finds a 4 out of nowhere. So that's 14 of the previous over. A bit expensive for Meher Ali. The Vikings are 55 for 1 after 7 overs. They require 127 more from 65 deliveries. Malik Shahir is being brought on after bowling a brilliant first over, giving nothing away, just a mere 4 runs. Abdullah Hashmi will be bowling to Malik Shahir will be bowling to Abdullah Hashmi, who has finally joined the party. Malik Shahir runs in. Abdullah Hashmi prepares himself. A wide delivery by Malik Shahir, which is going towards the boundary, but good fielding by Zohaib Butt. And that is wide plus 2 runs. So they wouldn't mind this. Malik Shahir will bowl his first delivery of the 2nd over again.
So the Raiders are actually getting to replace Kashan with Zohaib Butt this time around. And Shahir has gone through Abdullah Hashmi. The experience comes in. He bowls the straighter one, the drifter that he bowls from the front of the hand, and he gets through the defenses. So Abdullah Hashmi has been dismissed for the first time in 10 games.
So a big loss for the Vikings here. Abdullah Hashmi, a big loss. Their captain, their player who was leading from the front.
So that drifter that he bowls, that usually gets him a lot of wickets.
Pinpoint delivery, I must say, to Abdullah Hashmi.
A bit Shane one like, he bowls it with the front of the hand.
So disguised as well.
Yes, and it has the revs on it, but it goes straight. So that is some skill to have.
Very hard to pick, I think, for the batsman.
So he's finally gotten rid of Abdullah Hashmi there, and that is why he's in the game, in the playing 8 tonight, in place of someone like Imran Habib.
Faraz Mirza is the new man in. He can run a riot over the Raiders bowlers, but He didn't had a very good day with the ball, giving away 41 runs. Not the usual for Faraz Mirza with the ball. Can he be the usual? Can he be the usual self with the bat?
Well, firstly, he will need to negotiate with someone like Shahir Rangyal, because Shahir can get back-to-back wickets. I think he'll certainly be bowling that straighter one to Faraz Mirza.
Good delivery there, negotiated by Faraz, off his pads.
I think Faraz was anticipating the in-dipper or the wrong one on that occasion.
Ali Rahil will face the next delivery. He has been playing well so far. 24 of 16 deliveries. Malik Shahid to bowl his third delivery of this over, of his second over. Runs in. On the pads again. Big appeal as well.
Bit of a mix-up in the middle, but I think he was pitching outside leg, so I'm sure Shahir would not review that.
Now Malik Shahid for his fourth delivery. Good shot by Ali Rahil towards the offside. They are running fast. They want the second. And once again, good running.
So finds the outside edge, but they will get 2 runs.
Malik Shahid to bowl his last delivery of his second over. A bit of a flighted one. Played towards the long off region. Fielder is there to cover this one, so nothing more than a single. That's the end of this 8th over. The Vikings are 62 for 2. They required 120 more in the last 60 deliveries.
So we're exactly at 10 runs and over.
They are playing at 7.75, so not too far. But I think that big wicket of Abdullah Hashmi could really come into play later part of the innings. Fawad Ramzan is being brought back. He has been bowling well, giving away 15 in his 2 overs so far.
Well, he usually bowls very well to the left-handers, and we'll have to see how he bowls to Ali Rahil here.
A bit of a flighted delivery, a good delivery, play towards long off. Faraz is sprinting for the second, but he won't be allowed. Good fielding.
So good pick up and throw by Shahir.
Moving the field a bit, Fawad Ramzan for Faraz Mirza. Runs in for his second delivery. A good delivery, but very well played by Faraz Mirza. Played towards the fine leg region.
They've got Azhar Durrani there, who is really fit and quick, even at this age.
So good ball, even better shot and even better fielding so far with this ball.
So
So
Faraz brings in the ramp early in his innings. I think he will certainly bring out a few other shots. He plays the reverse ramp as well, other than the big hits that he displayed last night.
play towards the long on, finds the gap. Couldn't find the gap. Once again, good fielding by the Raiders.
Well, Shahi Langreal was quick to pounce on that and keep it down to just a single.
Very safe fielder as well. Fawad Ramzan now around the wicket for his fourth delivery. And this time Ali Rahil picks it up. Will it be taken? Will it carry the distance? And it does. One bounce, 4 runs.
I personally feel there should have been a quicker fielder there.
A good pickup shot by
But he didn't quite
Raheel.
get the middle of the bat on that occasion. He just skied it a little bit. Could have gone straight to hand, but I don't know why there wasn't a quicker fielder there on that occasion.
Fawad Ramzan now to bowl his last delivery, giving away 10 runs so far in this over. A faster one this time, played towards the covers. Fawad Ramzan is not happy with something.
Well, he realizes that he did go into that area of strength of Ali Raheel, but that time the fielder had it covered.
So 11 runs coming off the last over. I think they are bringing the required run rate back to where they want, or maybe level the run rate.
Yeah, I mean, they are catching up. Obviously, they've got Ali Raheel, who is looking good, and then they've got Faraz Mirza, who's their big finisher, but he's opted to come in early tonight. So Shahir will be continuing, and obviously he will keep challenging these two batsmen with his experience and his tricks.
Malik Shahid to bowl his third over now, giving away just 11 runs with taking the big wicket of Abdullah Hashmi, probably one of the biggest wickets the Vikings had. Started off with a wide delivery.
Well, he is struggling a little bit to the lefty. He will certainly need to adjust his line.
Runs in again. This time played straight down the ground. Will he find the distance? Good fielding yet again by the Raiders.
That was brilliant fielding by Fahim Afridi. One-handed pickup and return, and almost got a run out there.
So once again we're seeing immense fielding displays. Today I think all the matches were, every fielder was on point. We didn't see much misfielding. Malik Shahir again, a bit of a flighted delivery, picked up towards the covers, and a beautiful shot by Faraz Mirza, who joins the party with a 6, and a big 6 to Malik Shahir, who was so economical.
A few words being said, that might have been a drop actually. So
it's a
Hassan
drop.
Khalid has dropped Faraz Mirza here.
One of the safest fielders as well, Hassan Khalid. He never drops a catch.
That could have been a game changer there.
And this could be the game changer for the Vikings as well.
A lot of catches being dropped at long off for some reason. I think might be the angles of the floodlights or something of that sort.
Yes, it could be a reason.
Another,
Faraz goes again. This time, one
over
bounce,
the
4
bowler's
runs.
head.
So Faraz really has turned up, and 12 runs already so far with one ball to be bowled.
I think Shahid deserves a wicket here because he had foxed Faraz Mirza almost, and almost got his team another good wicket.
Again a flighted delivery. Faraz again finds the gap, and that's another 4. So that's 16 of this over.
He bowled in a googly, and Faraz was quick to pounce on that. So we have a timeout, a strategic timeout. We will see you after the timeout.
So we are back after the strategic timeout. The Vikings require 93 from the last 10 overs. They still have the power surge over as well. Ali Rahil is looking good out there, scoring 37 of 24. And Faraz Mirza just joining the party with 18 of 7 deliveries.
So we have a new bowler in.
Soban Barry is the new bowler. Starts off well there against Ali Rahil.
Subhan Berry is a leg spinner and he can be very erratic at times. I've played with him once or twice. Does turn the ball but can give away a few runs as well.
So another spinner in the Raiders lineup.
That's a good ball by Subhan Berry. But Faraz is coming back for the second. I don't think he will take on Fahim Afridi's arm there.
So far, Raiders have used 5 bowlers. 4 of them have been spinners, and one Meher Ali has been the pacer. So they are really relying on their spinners here. Subhan Barry to Ali Rahil this time around.
That was another good ball, but well played by Ali Rahil, and takes 2 runs there.
Good running once again. Ali Rahil, who has entered his 40s, he's on 40 of 26. So a very vital innings he is playing here for the Vikings. Subhan Barry now. A bit of a issue with the lighting. We'll have it resolved. Until then, let's put some light on the Gladiators and Knight Riders game. The
Damir is the only person right now who's used the light to his advantage there.
So the Gladiators have scored 192. The Knight Riders require 193. They are on 52 for 2 after 7 overs. Faiz Kamar and Murad Shahid are the ones out on the crease right now. They require 140 more of 65 deliveries. So a required run rate of almost 11. Are we seeing a Gladiators win here, Hamza?
We might as well would, because I think Awais Khan has made some very good changes to the team tonight. And by adding Amar Shah, he's added a lot to the balance of the team. They have put up a good score, and I think they have bowlers who can fight hard. But then again, the Knight Riders have got the depth in their batting, and let's see how Faiz Kamar goes tonight, because a lot will depend on him.
Yes, and we know about Faiz Kamar. This is the situation he wants to be in, always bringing the... I think he loves the underdog story a lot.
So we have a bit of a timeout here, and we will certainly join you when there is a resumption of play.
And we are back after a little bit of a mishap, I must say. The problem with the lights, so we are back in full flow now. Continuing from where we left off. The Vikings are 94 for 2 after 10.4. Subhan Barry to bowl his last delivery.
Well, they've certainly brought in Subhan Berry to add to that already existing lineup of spinners. He's a bit inexperienced, but he does break the ball, so this surface will certainly help him.
Yes, surely a good first over from him as well. Just giving away 6 runs.
So they're bringing in Meher Ali back on to bowl.
Meher Ali, who bowled a really good first over, a bit expensive in the second one though, giving away 19 in his 2.
I think they are keeping Azhar Durrani for the death overs here. Azhar is a bowler who can bowl those quick Yorkers, and he's a bit skiddy as well.
The Vikings still need 87 from the last 9 overs, so we're in for a big finish in this game.
Meher will certainly need to bowl up very tight over here, and if not, well, it is the power surge over, so Faraz Mirza will be facing Meher.
Once again, as we say, the power surge over is the make it or break it for any team. As we saw, the Invincibles were cruising before that power surge by Afur Raza. Can Meher Ali perform something like that? First delivery, a good delivery, but slashed towards the offside by Faraz. Finds the gap and starts off with the 4 in the power surge over.
Well, I feel the point should have been there, and that would have travelled straight to the point fielder. He was very fine for no reason, because I think in a power surge you should look to place your fielders in front of the square leg umpire, because everyone is usually trying to hit straight.
Meher Ali running in for his second delivery now of the power surge over. Faraz is ready. Faraz with a hard swing but couldn't really connect.
Straight to the fielder, Fahim Afridi. So a good delivery there into the wicket.
So far 2 deliveries bowled, 4 runs coming off it. Not a poor start, not a good start. Pretty balanced so far. Meher Ali runs in again. Faraz this time once again slashes it hard towards the fielder.
I think if Meher can somehow bowl that slower delivery into the wicket rather than those loopy slower ones, I think if he bowls it into the wicket and gives it a few revs, I think that might result in him getting a wicket here, but let's see.
Absolutely, because those are also harder to pick. A poor delivery this time by Meher Ali. Faraz got on top of it early. And
Wanted to bowl a Yorker there, and as a result he bowls a low full toss.
So 8 runs so far. Still, I would say not a bad over so far. Last delivery yet to be bowled.
Well, Damir, I think I look at power surge overs differently. I think even if you get 1 wicket in the power surge, it's still a good over. Even if you go for about 15 runs. But if you get a wicket, I think it's a successful over for me.
So this time a wide delivery by Meher Ali. Collected by the keeper.
Meher Ali generating some pace, but I think he will need to come to that outside off or maybe top of off stump channel.
Last delivery to be bowled now. Meher Ali 2, Faraz Mirza, who is looking good out there. Meher Ali runs in and Faraz plays it beautifully towards the mid wicket and goes for another 4. So 12 runs coming off it, 13 runs coming off it. A decent, I think, power surge for both the teams.
Yeah, I think he tried the slow delivery a bit too late. He probably should have tried it earlier in the over.
And with that over done, the required run rate is now on 9.25, and the Vikings are playing at 9, so they are playing well.
Yes, the Vikings looking very comfortable now, and they will certainly need wickets very quickly here. They have decided to bring in Zohaib Butt.
So another spinner for them.
But once again, a very reactive decision. I think Zohaib Butt should have been into the game earlier against someone like Faraz Mirza.
Sixth bowler for the Raiders, and 5 of them have been spinners. What do you think about this, Hamza?
Yeah, I mean, it isn't a bad strategy on this surface, but I think using them is a whole different story, you know. How to use them, at what stages do we need which bowler. I think Zohaib Butt, obviously he can absorb pressure. He is a partnership breaker. He's a star player. So he should have been brought in earlier, I feel.
Maybe for Ali Raheel, who is looking set out there, scoring 42 of 28. And Faraz as well, 33 of 15. So this partnership is really biting the Raiders so far.
Zohaib Butt comes into bowl.
And
Will that be taken? And Zohaib Butt has taken the wicket.
of Faraz Mirza, a big wicket for the Raiders. So as Hamza Bela was saying that they should have brought him on earlier. Regardless, I think it's never too late. They got Faraz Mirza, they got what they wanted, and Faraz is making the long walk towards the dugout.
That is a huge wicket in the context of the game, and it will bring Ahmed Milla out onto the crease. But Ahmed Milla is not someone who will smash you around the park. He will keep plucking you away for those cheeky boundaries or those ones and twos. But I think maybe Ali Raheel will need to take charge here.
Ali Raheel is already on 42, so I think his charge won't be for long.
So we have Sawal Tariq to follow. I think he's also someone who can rotate, strike, and get that odd boundary from here or there. But I think they've lost the danger man, Faraz Mirza rather.
I think Ahmed Mela is the one who has to take the charge and take the responsibility of walking his team past the finish line.
Yes, Ahmed Milla will have to make sure there is at least one boundary, if not two, in every over from here onwards.
So he starts off with the single to get off the mark. The Vikings still require 72 of 37. So this is a very hot game so far. Anybody's game. But again, a good delivery. Ali Raheel plays it towards the offside. Nothing more than a single.
Yes, Ali Raheel as well, very strong through the offside.
And what over that is from Zohaib Butt so far. Just giving 3 runs and taking the big wicket of Faraz Mirza with the last ball to be bowled. Runs in for the last ball. Played towards the offside. They are pushing for the second. They are running hard. And
will there be a run out? I think there will be. There is a mix-up out there. And Ali Raheel has sacrificed himself almost. There was never a 2 there. And Ali Raheel wanted to come back for the second. But Ahmed Mela was in no mood.
A big mix-up there. Ali Raheel dismissed on 43 of 29. So I think they're baffled. I'm baffled actually that what has happened out there.
This game has turned on its head. Just an over ago, I think Vikings were in charge. They were dominating the game.
First Faraz and now Ali Raheel, and both the players are gone. Both the set players are gone by Zohaib Butt. One was run out, but in his over. So a brilliant bowling change by the Raiders, I have to say.
What a player to have in the team, you know, Zohaib Butt.
With the bat, with the ball,
goes into, he just makes a statement.
One of the most impactful players, either with the bat or with the ball. On the other hand, in the second game, Murad Shahid has completed his half century in 30 deliveries, and Faiz Kamar and Safwan are the ones taking the charge. They have to score 102 in 45 balls, so that is a very tight game as well. Fahim Afridi brought back into the attack.
Well, he will keep firing in those quick deliveries towards the off stump.
And what a game he's having with the ball. 2 overs bowled, 12 runs, 1 wicket. That too of Umair Ijaz in the very first over. I think if Umair Ijaz started firing, it could have been a very different game at this point.
Yeah, Sawal will need to support Ahmed Mela here. He is someone who can play those ramps and those cheeky nudges.
Bit of a awkward shot there by Sawal.
Yes, there was a quicker delivery. He was squared up a little bit as well, but manages to put that away and get himself to the non-striker's end.
Fahim Afridi now for his third delivery to Ahmed Mela. Ahmed Mela goes high up in the air. Fahim Afridi chasing that one. And I think Ahmed Mela is a bit lucky there that Fahim Afridi couldn't reach it. Or else it could have been lights out for the Vikings.
Yeah, I think lights out has been the order of the day.
Fahim Afridi runs in again the quicker delivery, Sawal Tariq, and again a chance for Fahim Afridi, and once again Sawal Tariq was the lucky mate this time.
Well, Sawal Tariq gets a leading edge and he is lucky to be still out there. I think I would probably use lucky this time rather than on the Mela's shot, because I think that was a steepler and Afridi had to run back, but this one could have gone anywhere, honestly.
Goes again to Ahmed Mela, another good delivery. They are pushing for the second this time. No, they have denied it. So just a single and another sensational over by Fahim Afridi, just giving away 5 runs.
And personally, if I was to add my 2 cents to the strategy for the Raiders right now, I wouldn't really bowl Azhar Durrani from here. I think I would just continue with the spinners.
Yes, I think the way they are bowling, Fawad Ramzan still has an over to go, Malik Shahi still has an over to go, Zohaib Butt has 3 overs to go, and Fahim Afridi also has an over to go. So yeah, they don't really need any pacers from now on. And this time he goes big and hard, straight down the ground. Ahmed Mela got the distance, got the elevation, a big 6 to Zohaib Butt.
Yes, not the delivery to be bowling to Ahmed Mela, and he unleashes himself with the first 6 on the board.
Zohaib Butt goes in again. A nudge towards the leg side.
Yeah, that was a fuller delivery, and probably should stick to that usual short of a good length. That area of uncertainty where he has been bowling throughout.
Zohaib Butt runs in again, this time to Sawal Tariq. A bit of shuffle and he cuts it towards the third man and founds the gap as well, finds the boundary rope. Another 4 added to the scoreboard.
So very expensive is Zohaib Butt, in contrary to the previous over, which was a match changing over, but here he's conceded 3 boundaries already. 2 boundaries. That is a nudge. Will the keeper take this? Hassan Khalid is the keeper. He runs back. And a good call by Ahmed Mela, especially after that mix-up with Ali Rahil.
Zohaib Butt to bowl his last delivery of his second over. Tad bit expensive, giving away 12 so far in this over, with 1 ball to be bowled. Runs in, Ahmed Mela. A nudge towards the leg side, and that will be another single for him. So 13 in this over, and the Vikings are 130 for 4 after 15. They require 52 in the last 5 overs. So the run rate hasn't really climbed above 10.5. So they are into the games. They're still into the game with Ahmed Mela out there. But Fahim Afridi, I think this over is very, very vital for the Raiders or the Invincibles. Fahim Afridi with his last over to be bowled, giving away 17 so far in his 3.
There's a good first delivery by Fahim Afridi into the stumps, and Ahmed Mela could only defend it back to the bowler.
Runs in again, Fahim Afridi, this time played towards the offside. Another single added. Fahim Afridi to Samil Tariq now, his 3rd delivery of this over. A quicker one this time, and Samil Tariq couldn't really pick it.
So these dots are certainly keeping the pressure up for the Vikings.
They need a boundary in every over, regardless of what happens in the other deliveries. This time Samil Tariq plays it, but once again nothing more than a single. So maybe they are negotiating with this over of Fahim Afridi and thinking that they might take someone for 15 or 16 runs in the other overs.
Yes, for sure. I think Fahim Afridi is the wicket taker.
Last delivery of his spell. It's negotiated once again for a single, and a brilliant spell has come to an end for Fahim Afridi. 4 overs, 20 runs, taking a big wicket as well in the very first over of Umair Ijaz. So the Vikings are 133 for 4 after 16. They require 49 more in the last 4 overs.
I think they should probably use Meher early in the fold. I think if Meher can bowl in a quick over here, they are bringing in Shahir, so yes, they are sticking to the spinners.
Whereas in the other game, the Knight Riders require 88 more in the last 7 overs. Faiz Qamar and Safwan Ahmed still out there battling it out with the Gladiators. Awais Khan with a commendable performance with the ball. 4 overs, 28 runs and 1 wicket.
And Hassan Khalid was not next to the stumps for some reason, and that should have been stumped.
A big opportunity there for the Raiders.
Ahmed Mela stepped out, but Hassan Khalid wasn't there to stump him out.
Ahmed Mela goes big this time. Will he find the distance? No, he couldn't, and I think this is the game done and dusted. They got the wicket of Ahmed Mela, who scored 15 of 13 deliveries. Malik Shahir getting another wicket. Fahim Afridi, the safe fielder.
So Malik Shahir Langreal, what an addition to the team. He was asked to come in and fill in big boots for Imran Habib, but I personally feel it will be very difficult for Imran Habib to regain his spot back from here.
After this performance, absolutely.
The way Shahir has performed.
Not only with the ball, he was decent with the bat as well, scoring 33 of 21.
So the new batsman is walking in, and I think Samil Tariq will need to take charge here.
Mohammad Fasih Zahid is the new batsman walking in.
Samil is trying to explain things to him. I certainly hope he's not explaining how the wicket is doing.
Malik Shahid to be bowling his 3rd delivery of his last over to Fasih Zahid. A bit of a flighted delivery this time. Beats the batsman.
Flighted and a googly, so bringing in the brains as well here. Shahir Langreal keeping it away from the batsman.
This time towards the leg side, punched by Fassi. He wants the second, but Sawal denies it. He says he'll take the charge from here. They require 48 more in the last 16 deliveries. So a commendable performance by the Vikings yesterday. Not so much today. The Raiders got the better of them in every part of the field. Malik Shahi runs in again, a bit of a flighted delivery, beats the batsman once again. So this over was just sensational by Malik Shahir. Gave away 28 in his 4-over spell, taking 2 big wickets. One of Ahmed Mela and one of Abdullah Hashmi, probably 2 of the biggest batsmen.
Yes, for sure. I think Malik Shahir has always been a utility player. Very highly rated in the LMS circuit.
And Zohaib Butt is back on to bowl his 3rd over this time around. Fassi with a cut shot towards the offside. And that won't be nothing more than a single. So they are sticking with their spinners, I think, the Raiders, seeing the game out. So a strategy that pulled out for them for sure. A big swing.
Wanted to shuffle and smash it towards deep fine leg, I think.
A bit of a tape ball shot there by Sawal Tariq. Zohaib Butt with his 3rd delivery now goes off his line. This time Sawal Tariq got the bat to it. They are pushing for the second. A bit of a mix-up again. I honestly think that mix-up between Ali Rahil and Mohammad Ahmed Mela was the difference maker. I think
that was the turning point for sure. I think before that it was just looked very straightforward. I think if Faraz and Ali Rahil could have managed to play another 3 or 4 overs from there, I think it would have been curtains for Raiders. But then that is what makes the Raiders so special. They've got the depth in the squad, they've got the players to turn up for such occasions. That was a big hit. Will that be taken? Falls short of Fahim Afridi.
And that's another good over done by Zohaib Butt, giving 20 runs in his 3 overs, taking a wicket as well. Well, actually his over was the turning point of the game. His first over, 4 runs and 1 wicket with another run out in it as well.
I think that's what is so common when we speak about someone like Zohaib Butt is wake up, change match, sleep, repeat.
Proper difference maker, if you may.
I think that's his pattern of a normal day that Zohaib Butt spends out there in the cricket field.
So Fawad Ramzan is being brought back on. He gave away 26 in his 3 overs so far. No wickets for him tonight.
Well, he's been nothing short of influential for the Raiders over the years. He's one of the main men as far as the core of this team is concerned, and he's generally one of the first few picks from Shoaib Yasin in every auction.
Yes, the core of Raiders, Fawad Ramzan, Hassan Khalid, Imran Habib.
He just comes in, quietly puts in the work, and goes home and never complains about anything. He is that sort of a character.
Another good delivery. It won't be much, just a single here. They are pushing for the second, so once again, good running.
That was lazy fielding, if anything.
And I cannot fixate on the fact that how much Fawad Ramzan has improved over the years. 2 years ago, he was a completely different player, but since
that last over,
since those 4 sixes from Umair Ijaz, I'm sure something switched in him, and he's a completely different player from now on.
Yeah, he's developed a few more deliveries. You know, he bowls in that outswinger with the arm, with the new ball, and then he bowls that delivery that holds up in the wicket. So he's developed a few deliveries. He practices a lot.
Fawad Ramzan this time towards the leg side, but another dot delivery for the Raiders, and they have pretty much put this game to bed. We're just playing for the formality of it. Fawad Ramzan runs in for his last delivery, and this time Fassi Zahid picks it up, and a good catch taken by Fahim Afridi. So Fawad Ramzan got his wicket.
A much deserved wicket for Fawad Ramzan for the hard work that he has put in once again.
Another good spell comes to an end. 4 overs, 30 runs and 1 wicket. And the Vikings require 41 more of the last over. So it's pretty much done and dusted.
So do they have the bonus here?
No. Yes. The bonus equation is that the Vikings will need to score till 145, so 4 more runs in the last over.
Yeah, I think if that is the right choice of giving the ball to Meher, and if Meher can keep it away from the hitting arc of Sawal Tariq, you know, keep it down to what, 3 or 4 runs. They are bringing the field in, I think. Or are they? So they're not too worried about the bonus here, the Raiders.
They just need a win. But obviously those 2 vital points are always so important. The Vikings already have a bonus win. So if Raiders can take a bonus win here, it will be a completely different lookout on the standings. They are in for it, I'm sure. I mean, 4 runs in the last over with the tail batting. Meher Ali running in for the last over. Played towards the offside. They are pushing for a single, and that is what they'll get.
I personally feel Sawal should have faced this over, and I think it is very important that they save the bonus here. Because it will get tough moving forward in this group. They want to keep Raza Abbas on strike.
Syed Raza Abbas to face his first delivery of this match. Meher Ali runs in for his second delivery. It's the deck hard, and that's a really good delivery there by Meher Ali.
So 3 of 3.
3 of 3 to get the bonus. The Raiders.
I think if we can manage to bowl another good delivery here, things will get tight in
I
the
think
last 2 deliveries.
it's already very tight. And this time, another dot ball, and this is getting really tight. Look at the field the Raiders have set there.
This is brilliant stuff.
Absolutely. It's amazing cricket happening.
They're fighting for every run. The Raiders want to defend the 3 runs. Sawal has a lot of things to say to Raza Abbas out there.
Obviously, he is the experienced one out there.
And I think this ball will be critical in the context of preventing or getting that bonus.
So Meher Ali runs in again for his 4th delivery in this time. And that's...
And he's gone through the defenses of Raza Abbas, and Sawal will have to face the last delivery and score 3 runs of it.
So it's a boundary or nothing for the Vikings at this point.
I think the Vikings should look to save the bonus here.
And what a start for the campaign of Vikings. Got a bonus in the previous game. Might get defeated with a bonus in this game. So anything can happen in this LMS Premier League.
Faiz khada. So in the other game, the Knight Riders need 70 runs of the last 24 deliveries, with Faiz Qamar still out there battling it hard. And coming back to EME, we have come down to the last delivery here, and Meher Ali needs to defend 3 of the last ball, and Sawal Tariq needs to hit a boundary here in order to save that bonus.
Those vital 2 points of bonus are
He will
on
need
the
to
line.
run 2 here on the last ball. I think he will look to ramp it from the previous experiences that I've had against Sawal Tariq.
Meher Ali running in for the very last delivery. He went for the ramp as Hamza Bela said it. Couldn't really connect, and that's the bonus win for the Raiders.
And the first one to race out there is none other than Shoaib Yassin. He's the happiest. So a much deserved win for the Raiders. And in the meanwhile, we would want you to keep watching the other game that is taking place, because obviously that is getting into its critical stages as well. We hope you enjoyed today's cricket here at the EME Cricket Stadium. We will see you tomorrow with some more cricket. So this is me, Hamza Kamal Bela, and the Amir Mustafa signing off.